Australia, and indeed the world, is about to mark one of the most significant events of the 20th century, and arguably the most significant event of the Second World War.
Oh, well, as Dr. Nelson said, this is the biggest amphibious operation ever launched, and to this date, it's still the largest. In fact, one of the things that really strikes you when you read any diary account, including Peary's account, they all knew that this was the biggest event that they were ever going to take part in, one of the greatest events that the world had ever seen. Uniform worn by a lady called Olive Sherrington. And Olive Sherrington was a fantastic woman. She was a nurse during the First World War, so it's the first time her uniform has ever been on display. We had in the collection this model behind us of the Mulberry Harvest for 70 years, but it had never been on display. And it was only really when we finally came to put it together that really it made such an impression on us. It's not about the things, it's about the people and the emotions, and so when we read diary accounts by Peary, his letter to his mother, or Joe Gullett's oral history that we've got in the collection, the human side comes out, that they appreciated the cost and the sacrifice that others were making, but knew that it was something worthwhile and worthy.
Imagine the world before computers. There were no computers, and yet these men and women, these engineers, designed and then built what is on display as a magnificent model here now at the Australian War Memorial. And that is just one small part of what was achieved on the day. And for people who perhaps don't know much about D-Day, apart from anything else, you have to see this model. I mean, this is amazing.